Rushing drains more energy than work. I choose the slow lane. Yesterday, I had a migraine, and the migraine was very severe, and the old me would have pushed through, but I knew that I had to rest. It was the best decision that I made for my entire day because it allowed me to get to a point where I softened and I became present to what was happening. Within that rest, I got to a stage where I sat up, I had my eye mask on, because generally I have to be in a quiet area with darkness. And I sat up with my eye mask on and I softened my jaw and I released tension and I breathed and I started crying because of this traumatic incident that happened to me when I was 10 when I fell on my face in boarding school. And no one was there to comfort me. No one held me. And so I sat there and I was just doing this, mouth open, and I was breathing and I just started crying. And I spent 10, 15 minutes feeling to go through, just intuitively feeling to press on different points, hold the pain, and I was just crying. And within that 10, 15-minute period, my migraine disappeared and clarity came back and my energy came back to me. That's what I did. I got myself back into the energy. I got back into what was supposed to be for me yesterday. And because I chose rest over the push, I guarded my energy. And that's what this week is about, guarding your energy. And another way that I guard my energy is in the choices that I make when I'm out and about, driving, going to shops, letting two people be served before me at the deli. The ladies knew that I was next, and then they served two other people because they had this sort of like rushing energy and they were in a rush. I wasn't in a rush. And so she came to me afterwards, she was like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, that's okay. I'm not late for my life. And we ended up having a really great quick chat. I made her day and she was like, I think you're the only non-rushing person in this room, in the shop. And I said, maybe. And we just got chatting a bit. But I in that moment, because we had just gone into the shops, I had the kids with me, we'd just gone in, and the first few minutes into a shopping centre with two young kids is usually pretty high energy. And there's usually something that happens that gives me an opportunity to choose the slow lane. And the more I do this, the more aware I become. And so I chose to let those people in front of me, I could easily go, oh, sorry, excuse me, I'm next. But then there's story behind that. There's, oh, maybe I'm not worthy enough, or there's a different story behind that. But now I know that my time comes when it's supposed to come. They know that I'm there. They know that I want something. I know my time's going to come. And so I don't force it. I let it flow. I reserve that energy for myself, for my wife, for my kids, for the things that matter to me. I no longer give that energy away to things that don't matter. I'm just so relaxed about it now. You know, if I'm driving and someone is, I can sense that they're wanting to go in front of me, I let them. It's that intuitive nudge, and it's a reminder every time that the universe is going, this is the slow lane option, or you can, the way I think about it is I can rush and I can have that chaos energy, and I can easily go into that rushing chaos energy. And and then all of a sudden I'm heightened because I'm on alert, because I'm like, well, they want to, I rushed, so now I know that they're rushing behind me, and then now I'm paying attention to the person behind me, and instead of paying attention to myself and my kids and the car and the driving, and it has this flow-on effect. And I love opportunities that come up that would in the past frustrate me and irritate me and trigger me. Now I just let them go because I know that I've already done that before. I've already done the rushing thing before. I've already done the pushing in front because I want my turn, because I need to get home, I need to do this and I need to do that. And I'm no longer in that lane. And this is applicable for anything, anyone. So the method is notice, If someone's pushing in front of you, that's your prompt. Notice. If someone wants to go before you, notice. They're in a rushing energy. They're in a, maybe not chaos, but I associate rushing to chaos. Not always, but to me, rushing energy is chaos energy. Because when you rush, you forget things. You become forgetful. And when you take your time, you generally don't really forget much. And you appreciate more. This is why we're doing slow travel, because we are appreciating life. So we go into noticing. There's a prompt. There's always a prompt, whether it's someone pulling in front of you, someone wanting to grab something before you in at a shop, someone wanting to stand in line before you. There's always an opportunity, a moment to choose a different lane. And this choice sets out the rest of your day, and it sets out the flow on energy. So if you're rushing home from work, then you're in a rushing energy and you take that into your home. And when you become aware of this, you do less rushing, because you see that life is meant to be enjoyed. The journey is meant to be enjoyed. We do too much stuff. I've been there before. I commit to too much. And when I commit to too much, I start rushing. So it goes hand in hand. You make rushing decisions and you also commit to too much. Then I came to a point where I asked myself, is this all that I want to do? Do I want to do all these things? Because I only have 24 hours in one day. And I'm tired of being rushed, because rushed is drained. Drained is not fun. I'm not fun when I'm around the kids, when I'm drained, when I'm rushed. I'm not fun. I know that. So I remove myself from the rushing energy. I know that I couldn't get from complete rush to complete calm. There's a transition. But it's all about the small little choices. The choice today to let someone go in front of me is the first step in allowing those prompts to come to me more easily, for me to be more aware that every single time there's a choice to do more or do less, to take that route or this route. They're both as valid as each other. It's now becoming a choice where you can choose where to go, which lane to choose, and what your day looks like. So notice, normalize. This is hand on chest. If I'm being pressured to do something, I'm going to normalize myself by breathing in for 4. Start slow, 4. And I hum out for 10 to 12 to 15 seconds. And I hold that. And if it's awkward to hum, then I just breathe out slowly through my lips. And if that looks weird, just breathe out slowly through your nose. But it's about normalizing. You've been alerted, but you've noticed, so your body is alert. You normalize. Then you choose the next tiny act. And you become aware that you can make small choices. These are small choices every day. Small tools that change your day massively. Massive impact. Your quick 4-second breath can be the difference between you having one of the worst days of your life to one of your best days of your life. It's all in your hand. And so you draw the line of the slow lane. You go, I want to be in the slow lane. And this also goes within boundaries. You know that you have certain things to do, and you know what are optional things. And so if you want to be committing to, say, your family, I'm with my family from 5 to 7. Let's talk at 7:30. Keep your boundaries firm. These are things that guard your energy. Whether you rest instead of push through, or slow down instead of push through, reset instead of push through. When you notice, where's an opportunity for me to slow down? Where's an opportunity for me to let the chaos energy go? To have a different tune for the day. Every day I'm rushing and I'm tired and I'm irritated and because I'm rushing, I'm less aware and I respond less. When I rush, I respond less. I react more. This is very simple in thought, and all it takes is practice. It takes consistent practice, and that's the difficult part. We all know how simple parenting is. When you slow down, you actually unpack it, and you realize that not everything deserves a reaction. You can change parenting like that. So we create these opportunities for ourselves. We don't need more information. You need tools to become a more present parent. You need tools to become a more present being. These are tools, boundaries. I'm putting my phone, you can set your phone to different modes. Set your phone to do not disturb. Set your phone to a phone fence. If you follow me, you know what I'm talking about. Phone fence. Your phone fence is up right now. That means your phone is on do not disturb. It's face down and it's out of reach. You have a creative window. You set your phone to a creative window for 20 minutes. You do something creative. Instead of watching something for 20 minutes, you create for 20 minutes. You write some lines. You do something that is getting you out of the consumption and repetitive cycles. And you start creating, you start moving the needle. As a friend of mine says, move the needle to where you want it to be. Otherwise, you're just going in the same direction the whole time. If you want to be going that way, then you start going that way with tiny acts. And the other one is the non-negotiable 20. These are tools, daily tools, that make the biggest shifts in your day, because you're prioritizing your energy, you're prioritizing your attention, you're doing what matters, and you're sticking to what's important to you. So this is the 24-hour challenge. Let one person go before you, wherever that is. Whether it's while you're driving, really good place to do it while you're driving. Rather than you being stubborn, pull back, let them go forward and go, I'm not late for my life. You go on ahead, that's fine. But I'm not late for my life. I'm exactly where I need to be right now. I'm not late for anything. You're not late for anything. You're not missing out on anything. Unless you believe you are. But you're not late for your life. And that's the point of this whole thing, is trust where you are, trust where you're going, and life will meet you right there. You will always be met because you always have what you need, and everything will always come to you at the right time. Notice how you feel before and how you feel after. Start practicing these tools where you can start showing up for your family more, and you can start responding more, because you'll quickly realize that you're a lot more capable than you imagine yourself to be or not to be. Many dads don't think that they're capable of being it all because they try and do it all. I like to just imagine myself waving that rushing energy goodbye and just being like, oh, thank you, universe, for reminding me again. Reminding me that I choose the pace that I live at. Because slowly you start moving from focusing on the destination to actually enjoying the journey. Enjoying the journey. There's 24 hours in every single day. We live by these calendars, these clocks. There's 24 hours in every single day. And you get to choose what you do with every single day. The more choices you create, the more empowered you feel to live a life that you are proud of, that you are proud of. You're proud of the fact. I wrote it in my notebook. I wrote it in my notebook this morning. Chose time with my son over going live last night. That's another choice that I made. I didn't go live last night because I was out with my son, and I knew that I was rushing it, and I was meant to do I chose to do content when I'm by myself. And I wrote worth it. It was so worth it. We had such a great shopping experience. We just did the fruit and vegetable shopping for the week. And we had an awesome chat. We even had like a little competition. All because we decided to slow down. I decided to slow down. I decided to be present. comment slow and I'll send you the 10-second mantra, and comment shift and I'll send you the entire framework that is based on these mindset shifts so that you can be present, that you can live with purpose and fulfillment, and that you can enjoy this journey, this beautiful journey where you get to be a dad to those beautiful kid or kids in your life. Have a beautiful day.